What is up? I am your host Buddha, and I am about to become the laziest player GW2. I have not played in a long time, but I did spend all my savings on the DLCs and unbreakable harvesting equipment, so I'm pretty much set for life. So, let's start by describing each race in the game. First up, we have the humans. They're your typical fantasy race, with a medieval vibe and a strong sense of honor and duty. They also have a rich history, and their lands are filled with castles and grand architecture. Next, we have the Norn. These guys are basically Vikings on steroids. They are huge, muscular, and can transform into beasts to gain extra strength in battle. They live in the icy mountains and are known for their bravery and love of the hunt. Then, we have the Char. These guys are basically giant bipedal cats. They are fierce warriors and have a very militaristic society. They are also very technologically advanced, with lots of tanks and cannons at their disposal. The fourth race is the Silvari. These guys are basically walking plants. They are born fully formed from a magical tree and have a strong connection to nature. They are also very curious and eager to explore the world. And finally, we have the Asura'n. These guys are my personal favorite. They are basically tiny geniuses with a big ego. They live in a vast underground city and are obsessed with technology and knowledge. They also have a great sense of humor and aren't afraid to poke fun at themselves. Alright, guys, I've made my decision. I'm going to be an Asura'n. These guys are just too hilarious to pass up. Plus, I love their technology and intelligence. Yo, check it out, if you're like me and you can't be bothered to swing a sword like some medieval knight wannabe, then the engineer is the class for you. Cause who needs melee combat when you can just toss a grenade and call it a day? And let's be real, tinkering with gadgets and blowing stuff up in creative ways is way more fun than actually having to, put effort into fighting. So yeah, lazy peeps unite, the engineer is our class of choice. Now, let's make our character. I'm thinking we need to give him a big head to match his big ego, and maybe some crazy hair to show off his creativity. So, I gotta pick a bot that screams, I'm a lazy ass, but still gives off the vibe that I can put in some work, you know? I wanna look like I could maybe lift a box or two, but also I'm definitely not gonna do it unless I absolutely have to. Why even bother making a tune if it's not gonna look like you, am I right? I gotta make sure my avatar looks like a hotter, more put together version of me. Gotta keep up appearances, you know? Alright, so I'm a lazy engineer, huh? Well, let me tell you, my most useful tool is definitely my pack. I mean, I can shove just about anything in there, including a cozy little sleeping bag for my many siestas. Charm. I'm charming. No one can resist me when I'm at my best. I know just what to say to lighten the mood or bolster courage. Trouble may follow me, but I use my charm to overcome it. Dignity. I'm dignified even when up to my ears in mud. It's what makes people respect me. A serious, thoughtful demeanor is the route to success. Trouble may follow me, but I use my dignity to overcome it. Ferocity. I'm ferocious. Threatening violence gets me further than anything else. I'm a natural, though I do try to use my powers of intimidation for good. Trouble may follow me, but I use my ferocity to overcome it. Dignity it is. Synergetics. As members of the College of Synergetics, we study how energy patterns form and how chromagical fractals propagate. Few beyond our college understand the philosophical and mystical complexities of our interest. We devoutly research the true nature of the eternal alchemy, dynamics. The College of Dynamics produces gizmo makers extraordinaire. Energy, enthusiasm, and boldness are our best qualities. We believe in leveraging the expendable nature of all things. If a prototype explodes, it isn't a failure unless the lesson goes unlearned. Statics. Builders and architects make up the College of Statics, and we build to last. Some call us conservative, but we excel at creating new designs, using old materials in innovative ways, and expanding the purview of known magics for practical application. As a lazy engineer who just wants to chillax, tinkering with buildings and structures just feels way more my speed than coming up with fancy new tech toys. I mean, who needs all that innovation and progress when you can just hand back and fix stuff that's already there, am I right? My first invention was an infinity ball. They said it was a toy, a pipe dream, and a waste of resources. They were wrong. My invention predicts the future. So what if it doesn't predict it correctly every time? That's irrelevant. Could it give me an advantage? Reply hazy. Ask again. My first invention was a transatmospheric converter. What unmitigated joy to be able to change the weather at my whim. If only the prototype had been more powerful. Nevertheless, the design was cutting edge. My transatmospheric converter was a masterpiece of utter genius. I wish I had had more funding. The VLA Golem. Most golems are powerhouses, designed for warfare. They show absolutely no subtlety or originality of design. My golem was compact and efficient, and it had an unparalleled package of features. It revolutionized lab cleanup, and it mixed a great cocktail too. As a lazy engineer, I'll stick to fiddling with golems. Why break a sweat when you can have a magical creature do all the heavy lifting while you cut some Z's? I mean, who needs productivity when you can have a golem as your personal assistant, right? Sounds like a total no-brainer to me. My first advisor, the one who taught me almost everything I know, was Bronk. Good old Master Bronk taught me the benefits of superior firepower. He liked to say, when it comes to besting the enemy, there's no such thing as overkill. My first advisor, the one who taught me almost everything I know, was Zinger. Mistress Zinger taught me that the best form of magic is good old-fashioned luck. She liked to say, planning ahead is for ninnies who think they can predict every possible outcome. The future is mutable. Go with the flow. My first advisor, the one who taught me almost everything I know, was Bleep. Master Bleep was known for his redundancies as well as his redundancies. He often said, your first try should never be your last, especially if it succeeded. You can always succeed bigger next time. My first advisor, the one who taught me almost everything I know, was Kani. Counselor Kani wasn't just another bureaucrat. She was an isopolitical parascientologist. She was fond of saying, always bring a witness, preferably an expendable one. You never know when you'll need a scapegoat. As a totally unmotivated and lazy engineer who can barely get off the couch, I guess Zinger and her whole luck as a methodology are gonna be my go-to source of inspiration, you know. Like, who needs hard work and dedication when you can just rely on good old lady luck to do the heavy lifting? Now I gotta think of a name. The Struggle. I suppose I could just pick something that screams I'm too lazy to put in effort. Maybe a couch potato or sloth mode. What? Who am I kidding? I'll probably just end up going with lazy McLazyface. Nope, I got it, zigzag. Hashtag winning. Oh wow, look at you, you made it this far. Congratulations, you must have a lot of free time on your hands. Either that or you're just as unproductive as I am, which makes us soulmates, right? So, if you are indeed a fellow lazy person, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. After all, there's Buddha, the master of all things laziness. I can confidently say that lazy gaming equals lazy life. So, let's embrace our inner sloth and make the most of our sedentary lifestyle. Cheers to that.